Alright, welcome to my Your Leadership Style assignment video. I had to take a variety of tests that included a leadership styles and theories worksheet, a communication quiz, a 16 personality quiz, and a leadership style quiz. From these 4 items, I found out a lot about myself and the type of leader that I am. So, without further ado, let's talk about the results that I got from this worksheet and the 3 quizzes. So to start off, I worked on the leadership styles and theories worksheet. The results were as followed. There were 4 quadrants and each quadrant was labeled differently. Quadrant 1 was high task, low relationship. Quadrant 2, high task, high relationship. Quadrant 3, high relationship, low task. And quadrant 4, low relationship, low task. My highest quadrant was quadrant 2, high relationship, high task. This means that I prefer to get the task done at hand while also keeping a healthy relationship with my peers. I believe that this is true because yes, I want to get the task done, but I also want to have a good relationship with my peers. This is something that I think that is important to have as a leader, because if your peers don't want to work with you, then the task is going to suffer. We don't want that to happen. I thought that this was cool because the results show from the worksheet how I would look at a situation based on if tasks and relationships were involved. The second thing that I did, and the first quiz that I did, was the 16 personalities quiz. My results were really shocking to me. I also liked the quiz because it gave me some statistics, and I thought that was pretty cool. From the 16 personality quiz, it said that my personality type is a logistician. This is what the quiz has to say about logisticians. Quote, logisticians pride themselves on integrity. People with this personality type mean what they say, and when they commit to doing something, they make sure they follow through. End quote. If you know me in real life, I think that you would agree with this statement about me. The quiz also says, quote, this personality type makes up a good portion of the overall population. And while logisticians may not be particularly flashy or attention-seeking, they do more than their share to keep society on a sturdy, stable foundation. In their families and their communities, logisticians often earn respect for their reliability, their practicality, and their ability to stay grounded and logical even in the most stressful situations. End quote. This is one of the best ways to describe me and the way I act in situations. However, sometimes I am too grounded and I don't know how to let loose in fun situations sometimes. I am working on this though, but overall I do agree with the results from the 16 personality quiz. The second quiz that I took was the communications quiz. From this quiz, I learned that I am not as bad as a communicator as I thought. The results said, quote, you're a capable communicator, but sometimes experience communication problems. Take the time to think about your approach to communication and focus on receiving messages effectively as much as sending them. This will help you to improve your ability to communicate. End quote. However, I think I am the opposite of what the quiz says. I don't think that I have much of a problem with listening as I do with speaking. I'm a better listener than I am actually communicating. It says that, quote, take the time to think about your approach to communication and focus on receiving messages effectively as much as sending them, end quote. I think that instead of listening and taking in the message, I need to formulate my communication in a way that anyone can understand. Sometimes I get caught up and I forget that someone may not know what I know. So I need to maybe dumb down what I'm saying to formulate it in a way that they understand by either explaining it slower or explaining it in parts, just as an example. And the final quiz that I took was the leadership styles quiz. The results from this quiz were that I have an authoritative leadership style. From the quiz, it says, quote, "If you tend to an authoritative leadership style, this means that you often lead your team by offering firm, clear directions, as well as useful feedback and meaningful motivation. As an authoritative leader, you flourish in situations where you are assigned a leadership role due to your experience and expertise. However, it's important to make sure that your authoritative demeanor doesn't come off as micromanaging, overbearing, or egocentric." End quote. To a degree, I agree with the results. Of the statement. I agree that if I am given a leadership role, I tend to flourish more in that role. I also agree that I give clear directions as well as useful feedback. One thing that I am more of is a lead by example kind of guy. The statement doesn't say anything about that, but I am not much of a talker when it comes to leading. I'm more of a lead by my actions kind of guy. And with that, we are coming to the end of the video. So, overall, I agree with what the worksheet and quizzes had to say. I agree that I prioritize tasks while also trying to keep a good relationship with my peers. Along with that, I need to remember that not everybody knows what I know, so I need to continue to listen and formulate what I say so that my peers understand what I want from them. I will continue to be a logistician, but need to work on lightening up more often so that I'm not all serious all the time. Finally, I will continue to be an authoritative person that leads by example. I learned a lot about myself from these quizzes and worksheet. And if you want to learn more about yourself and yourself as a leader, then I would suggest taking these quizzes. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, remember, work hard and stay humble. We'll see you in the next one. See ya.